And we're back. Almost like when they almost like the show where they show person be in the middle of something like they be talking, all of a sudden they look over and realize the camera's on. Oh, hey! All right, let me get signed in there. Hey, looks like we got somebody else. A couple of people coming in as well. Let's see. Turn this down here. There we go. As Ty and Digimon say, all right, we're in. All right. Set that to the side here. All right, so here we are once again, just like yesterday. At the same live stream time, same live stream place. Last time we had just finished up with Heroes of Dream Discovery within the bubbles. Bubbles. We had just finished up with that. And now we're on to our next book in this series. Heroes of Dream Book 5, The Mysterious Miracles of Salvation. Oh yes. Probably can guess where that territory is going there. But there's also some other things that you probably can't guess. That's why it's mysterious. Yep. Few thing I want to show you real quick before I start reading. Been working on the sketches and stuff for the upcoming reaction Pirates Ahoy, which I should be able to have out at least by Thanksgiving night. After we done ate and said grace and stuffed ourselves and everything. Have this reaction up at night, y'all. And sit back and relax while y'all trying to let your food settle and everything. Yeah, just laugh all your food down because it's gonna be funny. So yep, we're gonna be if you didn't know before, it's gonna be a reaction to Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy. This movie right here. Yep, that's what we're gonna be reacting to. And so far, because this reaction is gonna be mostly animated because of what's gonna be happening to Brownie. First, got a drawing of Brownie's house here, which this one was actually courtesy of Queen Tina. It's pretty good with landscape and like drawings and stuff like that. Yep. So we got that drawing. Then this is what Uma's gonna be looking like here. Sketch wise, gotta get it outlined and colored, which will really bring it out. As Claire mentioned when she saw this, the eyes of, oh yeah, you know you want me. I want myself too. Mm-hmm. And apparently that's what Harry Hook said. Elegant and a gentleman. With a bit of Captain Jack Sparrow and Mr. Adam from Adam Family in the blender. Oh yes. Yep. So be that. Stick that back in the folder. Go. It does not want to go in those holes. Okay, there we go. And then of course we got CJ once again, just like from Cyber Chase. I know y'all seen her in color. This time she's not eating. She don't have chips and Sunny D this time. This time she's eating a tub of ice cream. Y'all can see that clearly there. The light kind of glaring on it there. And then got that. And then of course a boat. I'm on a boat. Oh, look at me. I'm a sailing on a boat. And in that boat will be this lady. Hadn't come up with a name for her yet there, but she's from the Ponyo movie. Anybody that's seen that movie from studio from Miyaz. I think it's Miyazaki who did that, but the Ponyo movie kind of based off of Christian Han's Little Mermaid, kind of an anime version of it, but involving kids. But this was one of the elderly ladies from the movie at the nursing home in that movie. And when she saw Ponyo and like, oh, it has a real face on it. Put that thing back in the ocean. Don't you know that thing don't you know it caused a tsunami? Oh, you and those tsunamis again. Always tsunamis with you. Oh, tsunami, 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 tsunami. That was and that was one of the funniest things, the funniest parts of the movie. So she would be in, she would have a brief scene in the reaction, pretty much doing the tsunami line. And when you see it, you will see why she's doing it there. She'll be in the boat doing that there. Yep, so that's kind of what to expect a little bit there. Got a few more drawings to make there. But like I say, we should have it up by Thanksgiving or Thursday. It's a possibility it could be up before then, but I know for a fact that Thanksgiving night I should have this thing up and running because try to have the sketches done before then, outline, colored. So all I gotta do is pretty much watch the movie, um, react to have Brownie react to it, um, put the pictures there, boom, 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 like so. Yep. Okay, so that's pretty much what we got going there. And now that I've shared that, let's move on into the book, shall we? Shall we now? Oh yes. We must definitely go into book 5, Heroes of Dreams, the mysterious miracles of salvation. Oh yes. Yes, and of course, a couple of my guys, a couple of my main players are late. Claire and Zachary there, but they will be joining us soon there. Phone in there. But they will be coming soon there with their voice suggestions. Basically, if y'all, ones of y'all that's in here, the thing is when I read these the voice suggestions, uh, they'll throw out the people that will come in here. They will throw out say like, well, we want you to read it like Popeye or read it like Superman or Scooby Doo, and I would read a portion of the book in that voice. Then they would suggest another one, and it kind of go on from there. So that's how the voice suggestion thing works there. So yep, definitely. So yep. So if you got something in mind, definitely throw it out. But don't worry, I also have some as well. If you need time to think of one, and there's plenty of books to do it with. So not to worry. Okay, so gonna go into the first chapter of the book, Escape. And for the first for my first voice to do it in, going to do it like Moses from the Ten Commandments. Because funny thing is, there is a reference to Moses' story in this book. Those of y'all who know about Moses, Ten Commandments movie, let my people go. That's what the Lord says, Pharaoh. Let my people go. In Cardio, Egypt, at a secret chamber inside the pyramid of a few miles away from the palace, 3 young magicians, Ammon, Eamon, and Omen, gathered together for a meeting. However, unknown to them, a teenage girl about 16 years old and a baby boy about 2 years old watching them. The meeting began as Ammon pulled out an ancient scroll and showed it to the other magicians. While carefully observing the scroll, Ammon began to explain according to the hieroglyphs on this ancient scroll. According to the hieroglyphs on this ancient scroll, it talks about the era of slavery. And as you can see, these are the magicians. The one in the middle, of course, is Ammon, the ringleader of all this. And on his side, it's been a while since I wrote this. I know the others, Iman and Oman. I want to say the tall one is Oman and the short one is Iman. It might be the other way. Yeah, like I say, it's been a while since I wrote this, and then plus getting into my other stuff. So, yep, it's quite the callback on there. So, right, do a little bit more with Moses. How did you obtain this scroll? Asked Iman. The Pharaoh has a law that forbids this information of that era. Quite true, said Ammon, but I managed to get it from a prisoner from the forbidden pyramid of Ben-Hai with the help of Oman. He had escaped from the prison there and managed to make it there before being caught and arrested again, said Oman. I met with the guards and told them that I would take the scrolls back to the Pharaoh tomorrow morning. Oh, yes. Ah, I see that Zachary has arrived. They always say better late than never, just like in Thomas the Tank Engine. And I'm pretty sure Claire will be joining us too. Let my viewers go. Oh, and oh yeah, just to fill you in, there's Zach in book 5 of the Heroes of Dreams series here. Here, the mysterious miracles of salvation. Yeah, the pretty interesting little mix of references. One of which I was just reading in the Moses voice from Ten Commandments because it's got a very strong reference to Ten Commandments there. Yeah, especially with the whole Egypt thing too. All right, so oh yeah, right here, which we give. Okay, so I did Moses' voice, and now for Ramesses, the young Ramesses that took over when Moses came to say, "Let my people go," which would give us plenty of time to complete our plan to bring back the era of slavery, said Ammon. Only this time it will be worldwide, and I will be Pharaoh, with the two of you on each side of my throne. The girl gasped and continued to listen. Ammon continued. According to the scroll, it states that way back, the way to bring back the era of slavery is through the god Pithom. The god of Pithom, the Nubian. When it is brought back due to a pleasing sacrifice, he will not only bring back the era of slavery, but he will grant the summoner of all his powers. With those powers, the summoner will become immortal, and no one will be able to destroy the person. Sounds like a powerful force, said Iman. No wonder this information was locked away and forbidden to be spoken of. It's obvious that the Pharaoh knows that a power like this could destroy him. Well, well, well. I see that Claire has now arrived. Oh, yes. As I told Moses, your God seems to be no more than someone that pretty much makes magic like my magicians and sorcerers, or pull rabbits out of their hats. It appears that my son is a great critic. Yep. Alright, so okay, now looks like Claire is about to join us in a little bit and already got a voice suggestion. And we got one from we're gonna do Zach's first, since he got Jim Carrey Grinch. Oh boy, we got 1 week. We got a week early. But hey, it'll work. Alright. Let's see. Max! So what does this pleasing sacrifice require of Max Oman? One Jewish boy, offered with the magic of a noble Egyptian magician, said Aman. There's always something like that, all these mystical things, they always require some type of piece or puzzle or something. Never can just get on without. Now, where am I now? The girl gasped again. At the moment, the boy sneezed. The magicians heard the sneeze and looked around and asked, "What was that?" The girl picked up the boy quickly in her arms and ran out the chamber, but the magician spotted her and chased after them. And once they caught them, Amon and Iman and Oman seized the girl, and Amon took the boy in his left arm. "How kind of you to bring us what we needed," said Amon, with a devious grin. "Oh, yes. Well, seems like a pretty tensing moment here." You're the, 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 the Grinch. Our work here is finished, Max. Let's go. So they want to get to know me. They want to spend a little quality time with the Grinch. Well, I guess I could use a little social interaction. And then I know I probably scared somebody doing that. Oh yes. Now, yes, I have. I actually, and this the 20. I think it was 2017. Yes. With what's Arnold. Can't think of that guy's name, but Doctor Strange playing the Grinch. Which ironically, they even had a scene where he was up against a window that looked like it came out of Doctor Strange's movie. Yeah. 2018, I think it was. Yes, 2018 that movie came out because it was right after Avengers Infinity War. Benedict, yes, that's his name. Yeah. But yeah, it came out the following Christmas, well, a little before that, right after Infinity War. Yeah, because everybody disappeared, including Doctor Strange. So first thing, I made a little joke saying like, "Oh wait, what if when Doctor Strange disappeared, he ended up in the Seuss universe as a new Grinch?" Max, you know what I mean? It was a pretty good. That was a pretty good movie though. I actually liked it. Yeah, they the way they did the Grinch. It got some criticals for some parts of it, but yeah, I liked it pretty well though. Okay, so now we got the Tsunami Woman and CJ meets Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, since I was talking about Doctor Strange. All right, so first the Tsunami Woman, right? And then the girl shouted, "Let him go right now, or else what?" asked Amon. "You'll speak of this to the Pharaoh?" "Well, I'm afraid you won't be able to, because it looks like you're going to become a bonus sacrifice." Ammon laughed evilly as he took out his sword with his right hand. Just as he was about to strike, a mysterious, man dressed as a bandit suddenly appeared and blocked Ammon's sword with a metal pole. Then he smacked Ammon's right arm, causing him to drop the sword at the boy, and the bandit dressed man quickly caught the baby in his right arm, and Amon gave the girl to Omar and signaled him to run as he took out the sword and charged the man. However, the man noticed about the corner of his eye and swiftly moved aside, causing him to run smack into Amon and drop his sword. After the man ran after Omar, once he caught up to Omar, threw his pole like a boomerang and smacked Omar's head, causing him to release the girl before falling out. Tsunami, 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 oh! Even though I already did that, but oh well, tsunami, yes! Oh boy. And that's the picture of the bandit fighting with Ammon there. Pole and sword clash. Almost kind of remind me of Nightwing when him using that pole there. Yep. Or even Dick Grayson, or back when he was Dick Grayson, he sometimes even used the pole there or staff there. Okay, so get Doctor Strange. CJ meets Doctor Strange. The he said the girl. The girl looks like a young oh my. Wait, the girl. I guess he's. Yeah, I'm not sure what girl you. Not sure which girl you're talking about. I know I showed you Uma's picture there, but okay. So CJ meets Doctor Strange. The girl. The girl in the pool. In the. Girl. Oh, in the book. Okay. Well, I hadn't actually shown a girl in the book there. So far I've mentioned about a girl in there, but actually the only characters that I've shown the. Oh no, that well I haven't really even I hadn't even shown that there is a girl in the book, but I hadn't even shown her yet there. That's right. Oh, unless you might be talking about that other book I read yesterday, with Bubblelina there. Yeah, but so far in this book I've shown Ammon and his brothers over there. Yeah, got Oman and Iman, and then one of them fighting with this guy dressed like a bandit there that I mentioned, sort of made me think of Nightwing with the pole. So yeah, that's okay. But I guess unless you're talking about Bubblelina, yeah, from the other book. Okay, so let's see, CJ and Strange. Okay. Are you all right, young woman? Asked the man as he approached and gave her the boy. The girl took the boy and said, I am now, but she paused for a moment, trying not to cry. I don't know what to do right now. I've made some choices in my life that's led me into this trouble that I'm in right now. And this little guy is the one that really deserves this rescue, sir. Not me. All I want right now is for his life to be saved. Not Don't worry about what happens to me now. It's kind of ironic that I come to that line reading Doing CJ and now about to do Doctor Strange. Because that makes it look like CJ has come to Doctor Strange in tears. The girl began to cry until the man came closer and comforted her, saying, "Fear not, young woman. I will protect the young boy, and I will protect your life as well." A few moments later, Amma got up, and just as Oma and Iman arrived, and they found that the girl, the boy, and the man were gone without a trace. "It appears that another god is trying to disrupt our plan," said Amon. "So what should we do?" asked Iman. "Should we go after them?" asked Oman. "No," said Amon. "I know a better way to find them." All right, let's see if we can take a look at that necklace, CJ. Good luck trying to get it off. It's stuck to me. Oh boy. Yes, the three guys that I just mentioned about, yes, they are. Oh yes. Oman, Iman, and Amon, yep. Okay, so let's see, okay, we did CJ and Doctor Strange. And now let's see what we got. Jim Carrey Grinch. Meeting the 2018 Grinch. Dr. Benedict Cumberbatch. Almost sound like Corey trying to pronounce words he can't pronounce from Double Toasted. The Tesla. Chapter 2: Extraordinary Acts. Okay, let's start with Jim Carrey Grinch. Back in Shreveport, Louisiana, 6 years later, the annual fall festival was in town at the LPIS, which stands for the largest park in Shreveport. Samuel, Brian, Melody, and their parents, along with Kurt, Julie, and Morgana, went to enjoy themselves at the fall fair. Like Melody with her parents, her parents and Morgana were also in their secret service forms. Aquarius was now George Smith, Oshira was Marina, and Morgana was called Megan. Megan. Just like the fall festival in Oil City, Louisiana, not too long ago, there were all kinds of fun things to do there. Like rides, games, exhibits, shows, lots of tasty treats, and prizes to win. Once everyone arrived, they split into groups. Kurt, Samuel, and Brian in one group, and Megan, Melody, and Julie in another, and the parents went into groups of twos. Melody quickly took Megan and Julie to one of the shows, which was a magic act. "This is my favorite thing to see at the fall fair," said Melody. "How come?" asked Julie. "It's just tricks. You and all the other Atlanteans use real magic all the time." Well, it's why is that? I guess maybe it's like the Superman logic. When he's like, when he asks Batman about his phone, Batman's like, "Well, I can build my own phone." That is so exhausting. Why not just enjoy the feature someone else makes for a change? That's a picture of the LPIS, the largest park in Shreveport's fall fair, which is actually based off of the state fair we have here in Shreveport. Okay, so we got, and then the new Grinch 2018. You're a mean one. True. But it's still fun to say, said Melody. "My parents bring me here every year, and it still amazes me how a regular human being can make it look so real." Then the spotlight shone on the stage, and the announcer said, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and the annual Fall Fair proudly presents a new magician this year. And we present to you the one and magnificent Bantam X. Everyone, the everyone cheered and applauded as a blue-haired 8-year-old boy in a purple superhero-like costume and cape with gold waistbands, belt, handband, and a wand with an X on it, called the X1, of course, very self-explanatory, appeared in a cloud of purple smoke. Megan and Melody looked in shock as they applauded. Julie was shocked too, but she pretended she wasn't. All right, and now we got Uma cutting Scooby and Shaggy into a deal where they sell their souls. Also, thanks CJ for bringing Uma here. Yeah, 4 people. Not completely sure. Bombshell probably would have said something because I know one time he did come in here, he did mention, he did give a shout out like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? I just stopped by to see y'all." So, yeah, he probably would have said something. So it may be somebody else that's probably curious, probably curious and like, what's going on in here? Yep. Well, their curiosity is about to be piqued. Okay, so Uma cutting Scooby Doo. All right. Thank you, everyone. He said, "I am the great Phantom X." And he made a rose appear in every girl's and woman's hair in the audience, causing them to blush a little bit. As he said, "I thought I'd point out the sweet flowers of the audience. Wow, this kid's pretty good for his first time." And for his first time. "Yeah," said Melody and Julie with dreamy like faces blushing. "Oh, Julie quickly came to her though, and turned her head away, still blushing a little as Phantom X quite a little. First, he took a handful of tiny balloons, held his breath, and opened his hand, revealing a fully inflated balloon. Everyone looked in amazement at the balloon as it went up into the air, and they looked at the stage and noticed that the X was gone. Ooh, appears at a voice. Oh, those poor unfortunate souls." Oh boy. Okay, so yeah. And of course, we do thank CJ for bringing Uma here. Well, what can I say except you're welcome? Now just say it, Uma. Those poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one has to get together. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. And then we got Crunk as Santa Claus. Well, that sounds like a good deal there. Ho, 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 ho. Everyone looked up at the balloon as it inflated even more. Then it popped, and Venom X appeared, landing on the stage on a parachute. And once he landed, he waved the parachute back and forth, making more inflated balloons appear. As the balloons floated into the sky, doves appeared. Everyone cheered and applauded as Phantom X took a bow. "Amazing," said Melody. "It's just like real magic. Ho, 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 ho. I'm Santa Claus." And as you can see here, you got a picture of Phantom X here in his magician attire and everything. He's presenting himself on the stage. I gotta like when you have a magic act like that. And of course, making the doves and balloons appear above the girl's ear. And they're all looking in amazement, Julie, Melody, and Megan. Oh, yeah. Well, we got that. So have you been a good little boy today? And have you been a good little girl? I'm afraid you're on the naughty list now. Oh, that's no big surprise. Santa Crunk. Oh boy. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Now that I did 2 Grinches already. There's one Grinch that has to be done now. The original Grinch. Vantamex looked toward the audience and said, "Now for my next trick. I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience." A drum roll played as the spotlight went through the audience and stopped on Julie. "Me?" said Julie, nervous and shocked. "Come on down, little lady," and said Vantamex, appearing next to Julie. He took her by the hand, vanished, and reappeared on the stage with her. "So what's your name?" Stuttered Julie. "It's Julie, as in Juliet," shouted Melody. "Ah, Juliet it is," said Vantamex. Melody mumbled Julie to herself with an embarrassed blush. Then she said out loud, "Yeah, it is." "Well, Juliet, I will need you to make me a new cape," said Vantamex. "You want me to make you a new cape?" asked Julie. She noticed at the moment Vantamex's original cape had vanished. "Of course, and I'll show you how," said Vantamex. He took the parachute from earlier and placed it into Julie's hand and informed her to grasp the end of it, and he handled the end of it he handed to her firmly. After that, he instructed everyone to watch closely as he reached into her hands and pulled out the parachute, and it became a new cape, looking just like his original one. Everyone cheered as Vantamex took a bow, and then he made a bouquet of roses and handed them to Julie. Oh, and then, the Grinch got an idea. A horrible idea. The, the Grinch got a wonderfully horrible idea. Dun dun! Oh boy. And that's the first time you'll see me without my glasses. And I think they did have an Emperor New Groove Christmas special. I think I remember seeing that. Yep. Let's see in the okay. Let me explain what was. That's an interesting thing to have with CJ and Uma. Okay. Have a singing there. And then you got Uma conning other Tom to sell his ball of yarn to get. Oh, Tom and Jerry. Oh boy. So now she's conning Tom and Jerry. I have to talk to Tom and Jerry. I think I'm. All right. So chapter 3. Bear chaos. Meanwhile, in another area of the fair, Kurt, Samuel, and Brian were in a watermelon eating contest. Just as the winner was about to be decided, 6 eagle-like shadows appeared in the sky, shooting exploding solar heat beams toward the fair. Kurt quickly advised everyone in the area to clear the area as he went to look for the other groups. Samuel and Brian quickly changed into their battle suits to become Star Striker and Target. And then you got, y'all get to my nerves. Got Phantom X here with Julie. Aww. And then, of course, we got Professor Kurt, Samuel, and Brian in the middle of a watermelon eating contest, and then all of a sudden, boom! Yeah. Okay. So, excuse me. Okay, so now Tom and Jerry. Let's see, try to do their voice. Mm. I remember Tom's voice from when he was singing. Okay. The six eagle-like shadows revealed themselves and faced the heroes, and they were Egyptian soldiers with human bodies on and hands, but having their head, claws, and legs, feet, and wings, and eagles. Oh yeah. Tom Watsky getting a gift from Sonic Claus. Oh boy. And let's see, we got how Jerry was down. Nah, I kind of forgot. I know he did talk in the movie, both him and Tom. Only part I haven't seen that movie was in a review. So yeah, only reason I even knew Tom because of that episode when he was singing. But yep. So let's see. Let's go to CJ's. Okay. 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 Yes. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to seeing all that unfold in your story there, Claire. Let's see. Now I got Tom Watsky. Got Tom Watsky getting a gift from Sonic Claus. I got I got me a present, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Tommy was so. I guess that's what you're trying to say. Tommy was so. Okay. Well, anyway, Tommy was so getting a gift. Stand aside, ye young mortals, huh? And flee from here at once, said the general of the soldiers, so that we may complete our task. And what might your task be other than my bad, man. Oh, Tom the officer. Okay. Brain just went way my brain went like way over that way, and you're over here. Oh boy. Hang on a second. It's like okay. So that Tom. Okay. Stand aside. Stand aside, you young mortals, and flee from here at once, said the general of the soldiers, so that we may complete our task. And what might that task be, other than wrecking the fall fair? Asked Star. The general has given his order, said one of the soldiers. Now, do as you're told without question. This is your final warning. All right, then be that way, exclaimed Target. He threw one of his target boomers at the soldiers, which exploded on contact. Right on target. I heard that, said Star. You have been warned, said the angry voice. Oh, thank you for the Christmas present, Sonic Claus. Hey, what can I say? It's just for you, Donut Lord. Donuts. Well, what better gift for the Donut Lord than more donuts? You're welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I will definitely enjoy these donuts. Okay. When oh, okay, okay, Miss, as that puppet say, spoilers. A little bit of a spoiler alert there. All right. So now we had Tom and Sonic Claus. There we go. And now let's see another voice from Ten Commandments. I know. Date. Oh, Baka the Master Builder. Oh boy, he was the one that was whipping Joshua, and Moses came to save him in the movie. Stunned, stunned target gas as the smoke from the explosions cleared, revealing that the soldiers had protected themselves with a solar force field. Then one of them fired another solar heat beam at Star and Target. The heroes used their shields to block the beam, but the force of it sent them crashing into a nearby prize booth. Quickly, thou Penubian army, said the general. We will resume our mission to offer Cadamus as a sacrifice to Penubian himself. A lady about 22 years old knew who they were talking about and quickly ran toward where Vantamex was. However, the general spotted her, and just as his soldiers were about to take off, and said to them, "Halt!" The soldiers stopped and awaited his change of plan. He continued, "Seize that woman!" "As you command," said the soldiers, and they swooped down and quickly snatched the woman roughly. "Let me go," said the lady. "Silence, mortal," said the general. "We will not let you get in the way of our mission." Then let her go and she'll be out of your way," said Star and Target as they came out of the crashed prize booth. Just as all the soldiers turned to face them, Target had threw some target catchers at them, and the catchers attached to their legs and shocked them, causing them to drop the lady. Star quickly flew up to catch her while making a smooth landing, and he handed her to Target and said, "Go find the others and I'll get her to safety." All right. So first you got what was that? The Penubian army here. Yeah, kind of like yeah, sort of looks similar to bird people here. Penubian army. And as for who the lady is, that's her right there. They were trying to capture her, and you're about to find out why they're after her. And this Star and Target, of course, saving her. Yeah. Okay. So now, yep. Well, they say she's like 22. Yeah. Yeah, she's 22, so she's not exactly like a teenager or a preteen, nothing like that. Yeah. Okay. So CJ giving Uma and Harry a nice vacation before the second film, and a ripoff of the. Wow. So they made a knockoff of a remake. I thought usually they made knockoffs of the original movie, like the original Disney's Aladdin. Because Bayless, he's reviewed a lot of those knockoff movies there. Yep. So, that's kind of surprising there. Okay. So CJ giving Harriet Uber a nice vacation. I know after my next 2 days at work before Thanksgiving, I'm gonna need a little small vacation with all the craze that's about to be going on. Mm. Okay. Okay, CJ. Roger that. said Target. Once Target flew off with the lady, Star quickly fired a net to capture the soldiers and slammed them on the ground. After that, he flew up toward the general, who had removed the target catcher from his leg, and Star took out his star sword and shield and pointed at the general, saying, if you want to get to them, you'll have to deal with me." "Foolish child," said the general. Your, your demand is futile and pointless." What's the matter?" asked Star. Then he grinned and said, "What are you, chicken?" "Sure looks that way from where I'm standing, Mr. Chicken Man." "How dare you insult the great captain of the Penubian army?" said the general. The army broke free from the net. "I'll deal with him, sir," said one of them. "Don't count on it," said a voice. They turned and saw Lee, Kurt, Lisa, and Deborah with their laser blasters aimed at them. Meanwhile, Target had arrived with the lady backstage where Phantom X was performing. "There's someone I have to see here quickly, and then I'll be able to escape," said the lady. Just then, 3 Penubian soldiers appeared in front of Target and the lady. "No one escapes the great Penubian," said one of them. "He has eyes everywhere." Target took the lady's hand and said to them, "Maybe he does, but he can't catch but they can't catch what they don't see." Yep, and then you got the shadows of the Penubian army flying in. Target is them trying to escape. And as they're escaping, Target's about to activate a special feature that he has in his battle suit, which is camouflage mode. As you can see, it makes them blend in right with the wall there. Yep, almost making them invisible. Right. Let's see. Oh, and as for the vacation, this is a very great vacation from you, CJ. "Oh, yes, Harry and I will enjoy it so well." "Well, what can I say except you're welcome?" And now Mr. Krabs selling rip-off Disney film. And you got Uma conning Harley into giving up her relationship with the Joker for exchange and getting her job back. Oh, that sounds like a reference to Batman and Harley Quinn, that movie. Yeah, they mentioned Harley was trying to go, was off the grid and trying to go straight there. Kind of sounds similar to that there. Okay. Right here, wonderful. Start with Mr. Krabs. So just then, Target took the lady towards the wall and they vanished using its camouflage ability. The Penubian soldiers looked around for them while firing solar heat beams in random directions. And the blast from the beams eventually hit the support beams, causing the roof to cave in on them. Phantom X and everyone in the audience saw what happened and wondered if it was part of the show until they saw Target landing with the lady and stage manager on his Target saucer. "Everyone clear the area now," said Target. "Allow me to help you with that, buddy," said Phantom X as he waved his wand, making the crowd vanish. "Where did you send them, X Target?" "Outside the fair," said Phantom X. "Which is where we should be," said the lady. But just as the Penubian soldiers popped up from under the rubble, "Surrender now, cannabis, or face the wrath of Penubian," But suddenly the ground under the Penubian soldiers collapsed, causing them to fall in a large hole. Swordgirl appeared next to Target along with Bubblelina and Norgana. Bubblelina and I will handle these guys, said Norgana. You guys help Star. I suppose I could join you, said Pentamex. No, you will not, said the lady. We're getting out of here. But I said we're getting out of here now, she demanded, and took Pantomex's hand and pulled him away quickly. Oh boy. So, Disney. So, I have the Aladdin film right here. That'll be $20. Hey, this doesn't look like the original Aladdin film. Doesn't even look like the live action film. Of course it is. It's just a special cover. This DVD don't even look like it. All right, Mr. Bargain Hunter, $10. Almost sound like his garage sale. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Uma Conning. Harley into giving up her relation with the. Oh yeah. Chapter 4, A Birthday Wish. Targets. This is gonna be the last chapter since it's a little after 9 there, so it's gonna be the last chapter for the night here. Target and Swordgirl arrived at the area where Star was sword fighting with the general. And Lee, Lisa, Derek, and Deborah and Kurt were battling with the Penubian soldiers, and a voice came from the sky saying, "Retreat, my soldiers, for Catamus is no longer here." The soldiers flew into the sky and vanished. Meanwhile, the lady from the fair was driving down Prince Boulevard in her car with Phantom X. "We can take the costume off now," she said. He made the costume vanish, and in the place of it, regular clothes appeared. In this form, he was now known as Calvin, and the lady's name was Yolanda. This was Calvin's mother. Hang on just a second. Had to click that off. Was Calvin's mother. "Mom, why didn't you let me help out the other kids?" asked Calvin. "I have powers just like them." And as you can see, there's Calvin and his mom, who that's the lady from earlier. Her name's Yolanda. And Calvin's mother. And Calvin is also the one that's secretly known as Vanna Mix. Okay. And then, of course, Harley. We gotta get her out of the relationship with the Joker. So Yolanda took a deep breath, and then she said, "Those creatures the other kids were up against were Penubian soldiers that were looking for you." Calvin looked confused and said, "Well, how do you know they were looking for me?" "They clearly said Catamus, not Calvin." Yolanda paused to make a left on Princess Avenue, and she said, "I hoped I wouldn't have to tell you this, but..." As she began to tell Calvin the story, a flashback began, going back 9 years to Yolanda's 13th birthday party at her house with all her friends and family. After singing happy birthday, Yolanda's dad brought out the cake for her to blow out the candles. "Blow out your candles and be sure to make a wish," said her dad. "But you can't tell no one until it comes true," said one of her friends. Yolanda paused a moment and thought to herself, "I wish to have the hottest boyfriend ever. No, wait, the hottest and richest boyfriend ever. That'll make me feel like a queen, giving me all kinds of stuff like jewels and diamonds, fly clothes, money, and be able to take me to any place in the world." And she blew out the candles and everyone applauded. So, Uma, I think you might have a good point. Maybe I should leave Mr. J because, he sure don't give me all this kind of stuff.
Maybe I should go after someone like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans. They could probably supply me with that. Hey, hey, Mr. J ain't got nothing on them except a loony bin. Oh boy. And let's see, say, okay, then we got here Squidward, Mr. Funny you should mention about that because there was an episode where Squidward did try to get a play going at the Krusty Krab, and yeah, that turned out to be a disaster there. Of us, oh hey, can I get ketchup on my Krabby Patty? Yeah, they had to try to do the play and serve the customers. Worst play setup ever. And let's see, so reckless multi-dimensional. Okay. She comes. Oh, okay. Oh, about Yolanda. Okay. Oh, by the way, before I answer that, it's another picture there emphasizing what her birthday wish was back then when she turned 13. Um, about the pregnant thing now. Yes, that part was coming up, but there is a little bit more to that though. About and then you'll see when I about to read a little bit more. You'll see, but it was an early age of pregnancy involved though. Yeah, but there's gonna be a little twist to that though. Okay, so all unfortunate souls, pretty much. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so since we just mentioned about trying to get her out of a relationship, now to do the Joker. A few moments later, while everyone was enjoying the cake with some ice cream, Yolanda's dad came out with the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he began. I present for your enjoyment the great magician Ammon, one of the best in the land of Egypt. Everyone applauded as a 17-year-old teenager came into the room. Greetings, everyone. I am Ammon the Great. Yolanda stared at him dreamingly as he performed many tricks after the party. Yolanda asked her dad if she could go on a date with him, but her dad refused. Why not? Asked Yolanda. Yolanda, that boy will be an adult in 1 year, said her dad. But I became an adult last year at the bat mitzvah, said Yolanda. And I researched that when I wrote that. Yolanda said about her that she became an adult last year at the bat mitzvah. Bar mitzvah is what they use for a boy becoming a man with Jewish custom. So for the girl in Jewish custom, it's age 12. The boy is at age 13. Girls do theirs at age 12. So yeah, she's so that's and like I said, I did it up. So yeah, that's so that's where that come from there. Okay, so what we got here now? They do it. Okay. Almost remind me of Mal calling it in the Halloween Scooby Doo reaction there about what was it about the Mary Jane joke there. Angry Wolf of Bob. Oh boy. That doesn't mean you can date a 17-year-old going on 18, said her dad. Why not? Asked Yolanda. What's the point of becoming an adult if I can't date one? Yolanda, you're not dating this boy, and that's final. But then that's final. Yolanda stormed off to her room and pounded her pillows, crying. And then that night she snuck into her dad's room while he was sleeping and got Ammon's business card off the table. After that, Yolanda went back in the room and dialed Ammon's number on her cell phone. And Ammon picked up, saying, I knew you would call me, Yolanda. She blushed and giggled quietly. How did you know I would call? She asked. I could tell when I saw you today. You were a person searching for the best that life has to offer, said Ammon. Am I right? Yolanda blushed even more and said, Yes, you are. Good, because tonight I'm going to make your dreams and desires come true, said Ammon. You'll have everything you wanted and more. We all know where that kind. Well, we all know where that's gonna go. Must be a bomb show. Ta-da! Or I guess in this case, a wolf show. Ta-da! Family approved. All those good stuff. Yep. So we get Angry Wolf Bob here. And last time we did the Joker, so one I'm throwing in is Thor, the Chris Hemsworth one. Really? Yes, Yolanda. But in order to get it, you must leave your old life behind and tell no one where you're going. Meet me in the backyard in a few minutes. Okay, sure. Yolanda snuck out of her bedroom window into the backyard, and once she arrived, within seconds, Ammon appeared in a cloud of smoke. Yolanda was so breathtaking that she instantly hugged him. Ammon hugged her back and asked, Are you ready for a new life? Yes, I am, said Yolanda. And the next morning, Ammon and Yolanda arrived in Cardio, Egypt, where they immediately got married. Yolanda met Ammon's brothers Iman and Oman, as well as the Pharaoh and his wife, Queen Maya, and many other Egyptian citizens. Ammon and his brothers were known as, Pyram, as Pyramids as Pyramus' highest ranked performing magicians that would receive great payment and riches for their performances in Egypt and other areas of the world every now and then. Ammon gave Yolanda many things that most girls her age would only dream of. She lived a lifestyle royalty with jewels, diamonds, fancy clothes, servants, pets, and all kinds of things. Yolanda and Ammon even got to have vacations all over the world. She wondered to herself, why in the world would my dad be against me dating a wonderful guy like Ammon? She thought, well, looks like he'll regret that because I'm spending my whole life with him and never coming back. Oh boy. And oh boy, I thought I froze up for a second. Okay. And as for what you just said, Claire, yes. Oh, and there's one more part before the chapter ends. And a year later they had a baby and named him Catamus. However, 2 years later after that, she found out that sometimes everything that glitters isn't gold. Yes, indeed, and that's what we're gonna leave on a bit of a cliffhanger. And with the next reading, you will find out that with the good stuff, something else is about to come along with that. So these pictures before we close. So these pictures here, we got Yolanda talking to Ammon here. They come and meet me. Yes, Monsters Unleashed will be the last one. We got the pyramids of Egypt there. And of course, this picture of them actually getting married after they got married, having baby Catamus. And one little thing I want to share about the twist. Yes, you mentioned about whether she was going to get pregnant, and which she did. That's how she had the baby.
the fact that she got married, that she not only got pregnant, but she also got married early, age 14. Yes, and this is why. This is why I actually looked this up when I was writing this. According to Egypt customs, this is actually legal to get married at this age. I know it sounds kind. I know that probably be a little uncomfortable, but that in Egypt that actually is legal to do that. Yeah, so she could. So yeah, this like I say, I researched this stuff before I wrote it in like that there. Yep. So that's how we end up getting that, and like I say, when we pick up from next, not sure what day it'll be yet, but next time we will be picking up from the 5th chapter of this book to find out what all she's really getting into. So, yep. No. Oh, what's up, Kay? No, it won't be. No, it won't be tomorrow. It won't be because I'm actually going to be tuning into another live stream with this Bob Shaw. So, yeah, don't want to collide when he is there. So, right. So, but I will announce when the next one is. But until then, see you all later. As Bob Shaw says, see you later.